Hey guys, with the recent update today on PS4, something has showed up on the menu screens when you go to the different zombies maps. Obviously, you can tell here that this is a gateworm picture, and these aren't going to show up for you unless you have done one of the Easter eggs. And you can see right here, I've actually done some of the Easter eggs, but it's not showing up. It's almost like you have to go do one again to get it to trigger, and I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to go into the giant here and do the flytrap Easter egg and get the annihilator. And then when I back out, I'm going to go into the menus and all these little icons are going to show up on the maps. Shadows of Evil has a round looking object, which is probably the summoning key. The giant has a gateworm and so does the Reisendrache. And it's really obvious these are hooked to the Easter eggs. And the way that you get the one on Reisendrache to trigger is you have to do the main Easter egg and beat the boss. I believe Shadows of Evil, you have to do the 4-player main Easter egg, and you can't just do the solo one where you just kill the Shadow Man. So yeah, these little icons are letting us know that we are completing the main Easter egg for each of these maps. And unfortunately, it looks like the icon for the giant is linked to the flytrap, which is the annihilator pistol, and that seems to be the main Easter egg and all that's required to get that little icon to turn green. And it's not looking good that there's going to be a future Easter egg put in, or that there's another one that even exists right now. It looks like we're done with that map for the most part. Now I want to show you guys something that is really interesting, and I've known about this for a long time, but I didn't say anything because it didn't look like it was a real Easter egg, but now it looks like it actually finally is. I believe these worms and icons are showing up on the maps are going to be a multi map type of Easter egg, a lot like the nav cards on Black Ops 2, and that's all pretty obvious given what I've just shown you guys. The next question is, how does this all connect? What is going to happen at the end of this Easter egg? And what I think is that it's all going to connect back to Shadows of Evil. And one could assume that if it does connect back to Shadows of Evil, then maybe this is about upgrading the Apothicon Servant, or maybe even something bigger. Now let me explain what I'm talking about and why I think it's all going to connect back to Shadows of Evil. There are certain graphics that create the game. Most everything you see is a graphic. We don't always see all of the graphics, and I'm going to show you guys one on screen right here that exists inside of this wall. Not sure where, but somewhere inside of this wall, this graphic exists. This graphic was shown to me a month ago when the game first came out, and I was like, well, I can't really do anything with it. There's obviously nothing that it's leading to. You can't even see it in the game, so it can't be anything at this point. But then these worms popped up on these maps as icons, and they are identical to these worms right here on this graphic. You can see how they're kind of placed all surrounding each other and facing each other. There's a key in the middle. I can only assume that could represent the summoning key, and I think these worms represent when we finish an Easter egg on a main map, these will become triggered somehow, and eventually we might see these in the game and could see them right here around this wall. My personal opinion is that obviously if it's leading us back to the Pack-a-Punch room, then maybe this is about upgrading the Apothicon Servant, but why all that work for just that reward? I mean, yeah, we want the Apothicon Servant to be upgraded, but we only get 15 more bullets in it, which is not a lot, but I mean, I don't know. It's such a big deal right now that, if they just gave us the upgraded Apothicon Servant, it would be strange, but I mean, I'm down for it. Just whatever we got to do to get this thing upgraded. But who knows what's going to happen when we get all of these icons lit up and we finish all of the Easter eggs. And if there's only 5 symbols here on this graphic, then maybe we only have to complete 5 of the Easter eggs to finally get this reward. Let me know what you guys think about this. I'm going to be setting up for a live stream for Zetsubo no Shima, so I'm going to end this video kind of quickly, but I hope to see you guys there. I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you next video.